Whitman Public Works Commissioners meeting, what are we, February 12th. Anyone wish to speak in a public forum?
Nope. You have to, in attendance? No, you want that bit. Oh, you,
Let's get the attendance.
here we go.
If it was a virtual,
Everybody like to
I'd have
speak?
people.
No ghosts today.
No ghosts, no.
The minutes from January 8th.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes from January 8th as written.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion?
Nope.
All in favor?
Aye.
And I will abstain because I wasn't here.
Yeah.
Not a problem. That's acceptable.
G. Reardon, step raise. I think it's Bruce's guy, right? But
No, that's me.
oh, that's you.
Yeah, Joe
Oh.
Reardon, he's obviously started, what is it? The 28th of February will be his anniversary. He's been here a year. He's been a great employee. He shows up all the time. He comes in on the overtime.
Make a motion to,
He's got his Class A. He's got his hydraulics license.
Oh, really?
And
Wow,
everything,
nice.
So,
Good man.
so it's give him his step raise and be permanent.
Definitely.
Excellent.
make a
Oh, he
motion
makes
to approve the step raise for G. Reardon.
I'll second that.
All right, motion second.
He was temporary for the time being, Dave.
He's been on
So-
usually you're on
the year.
probation
For a year.
Time of hire
Yeah,
for a
right.
year.
Okay,
And
so he'll be
and then
full
he voted
year.
in
Ah.
to be permanent, and he gets a
Nice.
step rate.
Bruce does have one guy as well, but we'll just retro him for March.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't
One
leave
guy
a message.
Go up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We have motion second. All in favor of, is it Jerry?
Jerry.
Jerry Reardon, step raise. Say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Oh, yeah. Alec. Okay, I was confused. Alec Moles.
Yeah, March
Yeah.
6th.
But that's only like a week after.
Yeah, I can go back
Okay.
at the time.
Yeah, it's 1 week. It'll be the following week.
So we have some trash abatements.
Some. Yeah.
Are these all abatements? Okay. 4 Daisy Lane, return the toters. 101 Washington, return the toters. Paul Street, senior discount. Indian Trail, return the toters. Plymouth Street, private contractor. Franklin Street, return the toters. That's the same. Oh, I guess that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For a total of $120 is the abatement total for.
Sounds good.
We have to make a motion, or you just accept that and sign?
We have to make a motion.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll make.
I'm sorry, it's $985 total. Sorry.
Make a motion that we accept.
Yeah,
Yeah, those up.
I can add all those up.
Yeah.
Page 2, $985 total is the abatements for those 6.
We accept the abatements as read.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I think,
3 signatures you need?
yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, Indian, Franklin. Sign both of them.
Okay.
So there's 2 copies there. That one, just ahead of that. This is the backup if anybody wants it. I don't think we need to do anything with that. So I'll do that.
Nope. Whoops.
So capacity. Moving right along.
And then there's another one there for,
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, right here.
so that person was given like a late fee, but they got a full abatement back in 23.
Want to sign
It was
this?
like one of those
Okay.
weird ones.
Okay.
No, good.
So this is just to abate a late fee that was
There's only 2 here.
in
Yeah, they
probably
need 3.
I know, so you want to sign?
assessed
Sign it.
for 25 Hilltop Road.
One in March.
So it's a
I signed
$15
it.
$15
They
abatement.
didn't get 2
You must
signatures.
have missed one.
Oh, was it
Oh,
your
and
signature?
you did
Just sign both.
I didn't sign both.
Grab the
Sorry.
other one. I don't care. I'll send it back your way. That.
So make a motion for Hilltop Road for a $15 abatement.
I make a motion to for the $15 abatement on Hilltop Road.
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Now we're done with abatements. Okay. Sewer capacity? Obviously,
this-
that's you, Dave.
This is just giving you guys an update
Yeah.
because I've gotten these are like the addresses, what are being built in approximate sewage that's gonna be added to the system over probably the next few years.
Yeah.
And then if you go to the next page, it kind of gives, and then in the back too, the last four previous years' bills, the flow. So over the last 4 years, it's been an average of like 325 million gallons per year.
Yeah.
So then
Okay.
all these projects, the ones that say plan is what we've had plans come through the office that I've seen. Might not happen, or it'll probably happen over the course of a couple of years. I don't see all of them happening at once. But I just want the board to be aware that, this is all coming up and it's going to add a lot of capacity. Our worst year was 348 over the last 4 years. So if you add the 18 million to that 348, it goes up over the 365 that we're going to be, that we're allowed to go to
That's all
Brockton.
limited.
I've tried to reach out to Brockton, haven't had a lot of success getting them, but I do know that East Bridgewater and Avon are trying to connect to Brockton.
Oh.
Ooh, baby, yeah.
So but it's not that we can't go over the 365. I've been reading the contract. We're like 6 years into the 20 years. We can go over,
Right.
but if we go over the 365, it's $10,000 every month. We went over $1 million. So like if we go 3 months over if we go over like 368 million, it's obviously this 3 months that we went over $1 million. So that's $30,000 extra we're going to have to pay.
Can we do like a memorandum of understanding to add like more?
Well, that was going to be my, one of my questions. Same thing. At least start. Sound like maybe start the conversations.
Well, that's what I have.
See if we can get a small increase. Yeah.
Maybe if I can have some sort of meeting with them
Right.
or whatever to.
And if we're gonna have more, we don't care as long as we're paying what
Yeah.
we're paying now.
Because I read,
Right, we don't wanna get whacked.
back, and I think it was 2007. There was a moratorium once before,
Right.
and they allowed they wanted to allow 50,000 gallons per day as a reserve,
Yeah.
probably for infiltration.
Sure.
But if you add that onto the 324 that we're averaging,
Yeah.
it brings us to the 348. So if we add that 18 million just on them projects, never mind the MBTA, which is predicted to be another 8 million.
We're gonna be adding. I mean, it's not like we're gonna have people starting to dig septic systems.
Well, that's
On
not that
projects.
we can't.
We made people,
Right.
not me, but I think back in the day,
We can
the
still,
town didn't.
we
Didn't
can
you guys
still go. We can still go over.
No, we had a moratorium for a while.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but there was wasn't there a time where I remember actually my sister was getting a building permit. She had to hook up to
Yeah,
the sewer.
the late 70s.
It's not so
wasn't
much
it?
the town; it's the
90s.
banks that are making them.
90s and 2000.
Oh,
We
making
hooked
a
up-
well, I guess the
yeah,
banks,
We hooked up
yeah.
as soon as we
Is
could.
what it is. So,
Well, yeah, if
My
it's an
sister
older
did,
house
she
with
had
a
a
septic.
she had a decent septic, but when she went to pull a permit, this is a long time ago. That was 20 years ago.
but
That they made her hook up
it's
to
kind
the
of the
sewer
same thing now.
to actually approve.
We wanted to hook up.
I don't think they really made them hook up. I think what they gave you was a discount if you hooked up within the first year after the storage was
Yeah,
put
no,
in
she
front of
hooked
your
up
house.
like 5 years later.
Because I know that's what happened.
So either
Yeah,
way,
no, but sometimes it is the bank too. I mean,
Yeah.
So yeah, you just pretty much got to try and talk to somebody in Brock to see what we
Right.
can
Yeah,
do.
I mean,
You said-
it's a little bit of time, but it's something that I'm looking into because there's
Yeah.
going to be a lot of development, especially the MBTA one. That's going to be almost 8 million gallons a year added to our just that alone. And
What's that one?
That's the one you have
over
to
here
get
on
it.
Thing.
Pond Street.
Remember
Oh,
that?
Pond Street, yeah.
That's going to be almost 8 million, and just that alone, and that's all going to go to Commercial Street, which
Yeah.
I feel that when the time comes, to have them evaluate Commercial Street to make sure it's going to handle the
Handle that.
capacity.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Because the station's old. The station's just as old as the pipe that we put in the ground. It's 30-something-year-old too. It's should
That's it.
be upgraded before that or whatever. But this is just something I'm bringing
Oh,
to
yeah.
the board's attention to
Yeah, it's
look
good.
forward. We need to look in, keep an eye on over the next year or so.
Good question.
Yeah, and now's the time, especially if there's other users that want to tie into their system.
Yeah,
we try and get ahead of them.
the first one is 170 residents are still not hooked up to town sewer.
Right.
So it's like
That are eligible too.
when the time comes, do we
Yeah.
reserve that for the residents, for that, or just say that property?
Yeah.
Or,
So it's 365,
365
For the year.
For the year.
but
If we go over that,
if we go over 365 in the year,
yeah, we look back and whichever months we went over, whatever month went over $1 million, we have, that's a $10,000
wow,
fine.
every month, at any day we went over $1 million, not month. Because $1 million a day times 365
Oh, yeah.
days, so it's
I
days.
thought it, well, maybe I read it wrong. Maybe it's a day.
No, we get $1 million a day. We get $1 million a day. We get 1 million gallons a day.
Right. Right.
So if we go over, which gets us 365 total.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they penalize us if we go over 1 million
A day.
A
a
day.
day.
But he was saying a month.
No, he's
I
gonna.
mean, a day we add up.
He's gonna
So
dig
that would be
deeper
about
into that
30 million.
That's
Yeah.
300,000 a month.
I mean, the
A month? Is it?
the math is 1 million a
Days
day
average, right?
times 365
Yeah,
gets us. I mean, that's the math.
ridiculous.
Now maybe the penalty is only. I remember there was some. It was like per month. Like maybe you got leeway on like 1 month
Per
or
month, you mean.
something.
like
Like the
there's a-
fine was
there's a
per
cushion.
month,
There's a cushion for each.
right?
Yeah.
But they gave you some leeway, knowing that in the spring might be more just because it's rainy, and we know this. As much as there's always going to be infiltration,
Yeah.
there's nothing
Yeah.
you can do about it. Things like
Yeah.
that. More an average. But
He
You
brings up a
think
good
the town?
point,
You
though.
think our own building is going to go up 100,000?
Now that they're not
well, the wash bay.
wash bay.
The wash bay is going to be most of it.
you're right.
So Dave brings up a good point that if these people want to hook up, they should have their first right, not new properties coming in.
Yeah, I guess we don't know. I mean, you get 170 houses. You could have 50 this year, and
That's right.
you could have 10 this year. I don't know.
I know.
I mean, it all depends
You
on.
could assume 170.
Most of them probably change when they sell the house. If your system's working fine,
Well, that's the plus about Whitman, is that there's no
Each
people
month.
buy a house. They don't worry about Title V.
Right.
I don't know if you see it's down here, right down there.
women shall pay a penalty of $5,000 for each month during such 12-month rolling period in which the monthly Whitman flow reflects an average daily flow in excess of 1 million gallons,
So
but
it's
not
5,000.
exceeding 1.5 million gallons for that month.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of wiggle room in
Oh,
there.
there is wiggle.
Yeah,
1.5
okay.
million.
Right. So it's a rolling average.
Yeah, yeah.
So they take and
Right.
and it's
Because some
and it's
days
a
are better.
moving 12 months. So if you have a bad month, you got an April whatever where we
Yeah,
got
bad.
tons and tons of rain.
Yeah.
It's an average.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to
Yeah,
come
yeah,
off the
yeah.
books.
It's
Sure,
5,000,
yeah.
not 10,000. That's even better, right?
But if it goes over,
I know.
Women shall pay a penalty of $10,000 for each month during such 12-month rolling period in which the monthly Whitman flow reports reflect an average daily flow in excess of 1.5.
1.5.
So it's 5 for 1 to 1.5, and then 10,000 if you go over 1.5.
Technically,
At least
365.
it's
like,
month,
we
though.
do have, but it still could cost us
Yeah.
extra money.
So it's all,
Right.
it's 500,000 a day wiggle room.
No, it's still a month. The maximum is 120,000 a year.
Right. It's the fee is per month.
Right.
It's assessed based on your daily average in that month.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So they
okay.
take
Yeah, it's per
if
day.
we had one day it's
like
2 million,
2 million.
but all the other days at 500,000,
Yeah.
well, our usage is going to be less than a million.
Yeah.
So they take the average over the month, a daily average over the month, and if we went over, then they assess the penalty.
Yep.
So
For the
yeah,
maximum, for the maximum,
it's
120,000 a
if
year.
it happened every single month, it's 60,000.
Yeah.
60,000 to 120,000.
Yeah.
60 to 120,
Yes.
depending.
Correct.
That's the
But
exposure.
that's,
So, I mean,
Yeah.
if anybody wants, if I can make a.
No, it's
anybody
something-
call-
something to,
We'll sit there.
obviously pay attention to. If there's all this development and all these plans, and
Well, this-
let's start talking to them now. And
yeah.
again,
because we're not going to. It's not like you're going to say no. if they approve a new neighborhood, I mean, the taxes are going to help the town.
The only thing that's going to be forced down our throat is if we have to put in there the railroad, because right now, any legalities have been negated. They have, like Needham, they have to put in for the low income.
Yeah.
That's
the
the problem we're having.
Exactly.
That could happen if it's continues to be legal, which
And it's not that
We don't know.
anybody can't build, it's just if they can't hook up, they're gonna put in a septic system.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what, like, we'd be going backwards if we did that.
This is just something I'm keeping an eye on because obviously there's a lot
Yeah.
of development coming up. And
Yeah, and if we think we're gonna go over it, we definitely need
I
to.
mean, start the conversation, and it's a 20, right? It's a 20-year contract.
you 20-year contract,
Yeah,
we're
what year
only 6 years into it.
Yeah.
I think we only signed it 2 years ago. It was,
Oh, it was.
oh my God,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it took like 3 to 5 years to get a contract.
I was looking through paper.
That's why they didn't want to
Yeah.
talk to him.
2017.
We talked it out.
2017, all right.
2017, and then
Yeah.
finally in 2019, I
Yeah.
think they came up with the.
It took a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Okay.
So
that actually worked in our favor. 'Cause it was
So
delayed.
something to keep an eye on.
It was delayed.
well, yeah.
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Where was it? Where was
Push the
the
can down.
plan that Delprat disposed? No.
So Delpreet had bought the property up across a piece of one of the houses across from Hornstra Farms.
Yeah.
He actually owns the property that runs underneath the high tension wires,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he wants to build a garage.
Huh.
And part of it's going to be a wash bay. Same thing
For
with,
his trucks and
for his
yeah.
trucks. The same thing
Yep.
with Heat Pave, and they bought the old Auburn construction building.
Yeah.
Yes,
on
yeah,
Auburn Street.
yeah.
He wants to build a building with a wash bay in it.
Ah.
So, but the DPW facility here, this was never on
yeah.
septic. It was, it was on town. It was on septic system,
Yep.
and all the trucks were washed outside, not in the wash bay.
Oh, yeah. And now you're putting the septic.
But we have.
Sewer.
Oh no, that's all going to go into the
Wash
sewer. That's
bay.
right. We don't.
Right.
I mean, we're using
didn't
water
put any-
now.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
just an average. You know what I mean? I
No,
mean, it could be less. Some of it could be less. It's just trying to.
But
it's hard to determine.
It's zero
Yeah.
now.
Right.
You know, this building's tied in, but right, everything we do out there is zero.
All right.
Good. No, good. I mean, I think something to pay attention to.
And the same thing with the water. I mean, now that all these buildings now, we're going to be using a lot more.
I mean,
That's
that's,
just-
never. You know, I think Brockton's like,
We'll never have an.
send us. Yeah, we'll
That's
give you
more-
as much as
that's
you want.
more- It's more of a budget thing where I just have to up my budget in order to
Sure.
pay for it. That's all the water. But yeah, there's no issue with water.
You got to pay for that desal plan.
Yeah, Brockton has. I've been going to the Old Colony Planning Council, and Brockton has no interest in buying that at all right now.
Yeah.
So
It's because they're broke.
yeah,
They got no money.
Not so sure it works too
Yeah.
good either. It's the only one they built, right? I
Yeah.
think so.
I
If it was something that it was this great thing for clean water,
Brockton's not interested. In,
there'd be more of them.
doing anything with it or purchasing it, whatever.
Makes sense to me.
Job postings.
That would be me too. So back when we had some people retire and other past employees leave, there was still open positions. It's just that we didn't have any. But now that the water sewer is full, I'd like to try to post on positions. One of them was a pipe layer, which was Mr. Cataldo's at the time when he left. A class 2 heavy equipment operator, which was Brad Dudas when he left, and Steve Dodgel that retired was a wastewater operator 1. And the current employees we have now, there are employees that have the licenses and everything to be able to fill these positions that have been there. So I'd like to post on positions if it's okay.
Yeah, instead of just having you're a laborer or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like there's a pipe layer,
qualify for it.
heavy equipment operator 2, and a wastewater operator 1.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. Go for it. My wife is texting me.
So I'll be in house. I assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
It'll all be within the water and sewer department, mainly. Or if somebody in the water and sewer doesn't put somebody else does, then
Yeah.
switch it.
Jimmy can't tell. Maybe somebody from Park and Tree or Highway might want to switch.
Yeah, who knows?
Good. No oil.
Oh, is it going to be just internal on your side, or
It's internal.
just for you water?
I mean, well,
It's open to anybody.
It's open to- yeah.
anybody.
It's kind of
But
open to anybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got to have the guys that
I mean,
qualify.
Obviously, wastewater. You know,
one of
the
guys-
operator, I guess, could be
one of
someone. You know,
current employees, he has his waste. He got his wastewater.
So you're not going to really have any people getting bumped out of you.
No,
Okay.
no. This is mainly within.
Yeah,
probably
wastewater pipe layer. The only
Yeah.
possibility would be the operator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That
Right.
Yeah.
someone from highway. Oh, I want.
Yeah. I'm going to go with that.
But yeah, you
I
don't.
think that's usually self-policed.
Yeah.
You know, inside the ranks.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be new hire from outside the DPW.
No, we're full, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
For the first time in
That's what I thought. Yeah.
3 years.
a long time. Don't jinx it.
Yeah.
Well, they get a new building, man.
Yeah. That's probably
There's
why they're
second.
hanging around. Yeah.
It doesn't hurt.
Right.
Doesn't hurt.
Northville, Steve Egan.
Yeah. Steve Egan's building 55 and over development off that 471 Harvard Street. And where he heard the rumors of like the sewer, we've been talking about sewer capacity, he just wanted to bring it to the board's attention that he did drop off plans, he's going forward with it, make sure he can hook up.
Smart.
Okay.
Where's
Where about-
471
Yeah,
Harvard on
yeah.
You know where the Healing Path Farm is? Where Avery?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's like right
So
there. So he's
going
going
towards
in
going
there
towards
and out
Bridge.
back, and it's going to be a 55 and over.
On that same side of the street as Avery? Or
Yep,
you-
same
oh,
side of
okay,
the
same
street.
side.
He bought the land. He bought Avery's land behind him,
Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't even know that.
And other, yes.
and other.
Yeah.
45 units.
Yeah, it's,
Just looking at.
yeah, it's 45 units altogether. There's like 15 like
It's
2 to 3 unit ones, and then there's going to be one like condo unit that's going to have like 30 in it with the parking underneath or something. I have the plans. They're right here.
Wow.
Good luck to him.
Yeah.
Hey, at least somebody bought 604 to downtown, and he wants to develop that now.
Oh, next to the next to the
old
bank.
Santana,
They
yeah.
demoed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's that going to be?
Same as like the one
Same
across the
thing.
street.
He's kind of basically going with the same plan and design that
The other
he
plan.
originally started. Way
Was
back.
it?
The plan was originally approved, correct?
Yeah.
Wasn't that?
Right out of
I don't know his name. Wasn't Supreme Pizza?
Yes.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was his.
That was
And
his.
then he sold it to Dominic, who owns Dover Properties. He got in over his head on it,
Right, that's
and
all.
then he just sold it.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Wow.
All right.
There we got a nice new middle school.
All right.
Yeah.
Superintendent updates.
That'd be me again.
Yeah, it's you again.
Yeah,
It's all you, Dave. It's all you.
Yeah.
Dave show.
No Bruce, so hey, he didn't leave a message.
So the guys, we've been out. We've had a few service leaks we've been doing and stuff and everything, but the guys have been keeping busy with the stations. We had some pump failures and stuff. The other thing too is I put in 3 applications to Clean Water Trust for SRF loans. One was for the water mains on the Beaver and Harvard. The other one was for upgrading the 2 main stations and the asset management grant. And the asset management grant is the only application that got accepted. So at least I got 1 out of the 3 that I submitted.
Not bad. Yeah.
So that's that grant where they'll come out and we'll be able to like GIS all the gates, water gate boxes, curb stops, this and that, and
Nice.
everything. And we're gonna be able to keep with the equipment we use. We're gonna be trained on. We'll be able to keep the equipment. So now we'll be, instead of all the paper stuff we have in
Yeah.
the cabinet, now we can all put it on like the iPads that we have and stuff, so we can just look it up all at once, you know.
Super.
But that's the grant we got.
Nice.
How much was it for, Dave?
The whole project's 200, little less than 300,000, but we get back 60% of that.
60%.
Okay.
So
Excellent.
36.
we'll be appropriated for that.
Home son.
I mean, other than that, we've been just doing our budget and stuff and everything. So.
Going back to this water, what would you know? Do what we had for flow on 2024?
I'll get that bill in March.
Oh, March. Yeah.
because they
It's
run
funny because we went down.
the wastewater.
This is
The
the
wastewater treatment
Yeah.
is billed from January to December, so I'll get a bill like right around March.
But look at it. It went,
Yeah.
and it went down. It's from the Citadel now.
From 22 to 23. Yeah.
And look at the difference.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's kind of surprising because I would have thought, I would immediately went to 2020 and 2021 when
Yeah.
everybody was home.
Everybody's home. COVID. You think
Oh, wow,
a ton of
yeah.
water being used?
Right.
I don't know if that's.
But
what it is.
businesses weren't. I mean, the schools
No,
were.
yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I think about some of your
It's a different-
bigger users.
Yeah.
Maybe
I don't know.
something happened like when we were putting in the force main. Them draining it. And,
Maybe.
some was going, some weren't. It was drained.
Yeah.
I think you're
That would have been the
school
20
was a big one.
That would have been 23.
It's down.
22.
Yeah, 22. We did the sewer. Okay.
I mean, you went from 348
infiltration into-
348 to
Yeah, we
300.
300.
Yeah, we could have.
And
I just I averaged all, you know
Sure.
what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
just, and that
That's all
one
you
year
do.
was bad.
I guess so. Yeah. Well,
Curious to see what 2024 will be. Now.
I'll have that. When I get it, I'll bring it to the board just as an update
Yeah.
of what it was.
I guess Bruce. Obviously Bruce isn't here, but obviously snowstorm after snowstorm. I think kudos to the guys. Kind of, they all seem to be at night, overnight. This
Yeah,
weekend,
weekends, yeah.
Saturday, Sunday. They were back out sanding. I think
Yeah.
Sunday afternoon.
Mhm.
So I guess pass along. The thanks and
Yeah.
there's more coming. Another one tonight. More on the weekend. So I mean, hey, good for them. They're finally getting some overtime. It's been a few lean years.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So I'm always glad that the guys are getting some overtime. But
Yeah.
Were they out plowing it all Sunday or just
I
sanding
saw
and
Bob.
salt?
He was up.
No,
doing
they-
something else.
They plowed.
They plowed.
They plowed.
They plowed
Sunday.
Oh, they did plow Sunday.
early, like I heard.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes,
At like-
I did see the.
Well, I even heard them at like 7, 8 o'clock.
I came
Well,
in
they
here.
came in sanding, and then I know they didn't start plowing until sometime after midnight.
Yeah.
Which was smart.
Yeah, and I saw you because I saw Bob. They're up like 20
And
something.
they were plowing, and then they were back in the afternoon with sanding.
Yeah.
So, but no, certainly, good job by them.
See it there?
Do you have any new business, old business?
Just a
The
couple.
Dave meeting tonight.
I just again, Dave, I apologize. I couldn't make your ceremony.
No, it's all right.
Well deserved.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations.
They're right
You
there.
know,
You hung them up. There you go. Yeah. Nice.
Excellent.
Super.
I sent. I think I don't know whether I sent a text or an email, but we were starting contract negotiations, so
Yep.
you can't say anything now in a public meeting. But if there's certain things you or Bruce needs,
Yeah,
wants,
me and Bruce kind of had
Yeah.
quick conversation.
let me know.
Yeah.
Trying to think. I totally forget when we're meeting next week. I think it's next week.
What
For the for our first. We had the
yeah.
ground rules, but
Is it the same one that I'm meeting with you? Because it's the 21st at 2.
okay. So next Friday. I knew it was a Friday. Yeah. So next Friday is the first. So I guess if you could have something, worst case, early,
Yep.
ideally end of this week, early next week. So obviously we can get it to Peter and get it on the
I
agenda.
do.
So
Yeah. Well,
can't talk about anything now.
no,
But
No.
and then just an update on the building. It's going pretty well. I think they're just about closed in. I think garage doors are coming at the end of this month, but windows are all in and a lot of the interior stuff is going. We're talking with the builder. We're still trying to pinpoint when the completion date is. Is it June? Is it July? Is it August? And working with him on that. And talking about when we could get in there versus taking that down and all those different things. So, but I think overall it's going pretty well. I haven't been in there, but I've seen lots of pictures and, I think they were talking sheetrock by like maybe the end of this month.
yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I walked.
all the roughing would be
I
done.
walked through when I was talking with Tom and Peter, and they
It's
were
skyrocketing.
Yeah, the plumbing just got signed off, I believe.
Okay.
So they did. Yeah, they were actually looking at hopefully sheetrock by the end of the month.
Plus, we got a celebration this year, so we can tie into that.
Yeah.
Whitman.
Although 150.
Oh yeah, it's right, the 150th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe we can do something with
That
that.
starts in April.
I do want to talk about,
Goes to June.
we have a break room, I'll call it, whatever we want to call it, break room, cafeteria. And we also have a conference room.
Yeah.
And I'd like the board to think about some dedicating those to somebody.
Yeah.
Not the same person, but maybe two different people.
I already
Whether it's a worker,
I got two.
whether it's a
I get one. I know definitely.
current employee or
Can't
past
give yourself-
employee or
Not me. No.
the commissioner
I think
that's from years gone by or superintendent, something like that. I think
Passed away
I'd like to do something.
more than
Yeah.
anything.
we're gonna have a brand new building. I think we get
Baradas, since he passed away on the job, well, not on the job per se, but he was
Well, everybody
working.
knows. Did anybody know Kenny Harris passed away?
Oh yeah,
I saw it in
He's
the
another
paper.
one, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Right about
obviously there's lots of candidates. I don't, I
Yeah.
think
Should get a list.
it's something, or maybe
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a plaque or something. I don't know. Just something I was thinking about.
Maybe we could talk to the guys and say, hey, listen, why don't you jot down some things,
Yeah,
who you think,
exactly.
or whatever we can.
Right.
Some of the guys may not know some of those people.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of turnover, but there's something nice we can do. But
Yep.
and then you guys, I'll say you two and Bruce. I know Bruce is kind of furniture. They brought some stuff in. We're leaving all that to you guys.
Yep.
Like, I texted Bruce today. I
I
said,
gave my opinion.
we determined.
Yeah, you
I said the
did.
building committee determined that the people going to use the furniture are going to.
Comfortably, you mean?
I'm going to pick the furniture and pick the colors of the furniture. I'm not having anything to do with that. So go nuts. Whatever the heck you need.
I was here for part of that.
Yep. Mark was part of that.
And also any other equipment. And I know you guys are working on that. So
Yeah.
obviously let's get what you guys need. And,
Yeah. Yeah, because I just submitted some stuff to Tom while he was here when we were doing a walkthrough for the water and sewer shop really doesn't need a whole bunch, but we Dad's going to be determined talking to them because some of the stuff that I need for the water and sewer shop, it might be cheaper in the long to take it out of that and just have me buy it.
if
What
it's
I
in there,
need
you
is
can get
so
it, get it.
small, it's
You know what I mean? We have the budgets. I mean, obviously there's some stuff that's already coming with the building.
right.
We have budgets for furniture and additional equipment that's, not, I'll say, the normal part of the building, or, you know what I mean? Obviously lifts and things like that are already all part of the building, and lockers and all that stuff.
Right.
But, if there's something we need, let's get it. You're going to get all your appliances and all that stuff as part of the building. All those other stuff. We have the money. So we have the budget line items. It's all there. So let's get what you guys need and deserve. So then we'll have a yard sale here.
Yeah,
It probably pays to order it sooner than later.
So they're working. Yeah, they're working on it. Yeah, I didn't realize WB Mason is probably where we'll end up. They have a facility out in Gardner.
Yep.
And Bruce said 300 people working 2 shifts. That's where they make all their furniture.
Oh, yeah.
Which is nice. I mean, Massachusetts and
Yeah, that's
all
the
that.
furniture capital of the
Well, yeah,
this area right there. Still,
I'm surprised it was that big.
yeah.
And I mean, but so that's probably where all of it, the majority of it, will come from. So, but so far so good.
It's funny because maybe you can put 150 on some of those chairs. I mean, that's just a little extra. Doesn't cost that much more. Where it's a celebration of 150 years, you can dedicate a certain amount of chairs to do that. Just a thought.
When you think,
Plenty of time to do it.
Yeah.
when you're thinking of naming, coming up with names for rooms and stuff.
Like I said,
That's us.
Yeah, he'll take
We can talk about it more at meetings. I just I
Okay,
wanna
yeah,
put
one of the meetings.
Yeah, I mean that's something. That's something we as a department we do.
Right.
It's not part of the
No,
building. There's
yeah.
nothing in there.
Like,
I think that's just something.
Yeah, the guys jot down what
might be nice to
they think
It'd
and
be nice to do.
present it to them, see what
Right.
Yeah.
we can come up with or whatever.
I mean, before the next meeting or by the April meeting, whatever the case.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take much
Yeah.
to make up a couple plaques. So it's
Yep.
Speaking of the next meeting, is the 12th.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same thing as
nice segue.
Why, you gonna miss it?
You like
No,
that?
he's moving right along.
It's a week before my.
I'm pushing the cart a little quicker.
Yeah.
12.
Oh.
12 sounds good.
March 12th, 6
Okay.
o'clock,
All right.
next meeting.
I make a motion and we adjourn.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Hey,
Aye.
aye.